Hey guys, this is Donald and I'm back with Snippets. So I spent the last couple of days working on a feature. This one is AI powered and it was pretty fun to build. So I'm pretty excited to show it off. So we're going to pair the desktop device with the mobile device as demonstrated in previous videos. This will push us into an embedded code editor in the browser. This is live streaming, so you see this comment is reflected over here, and that's real time. However, the actual recording doesn't start until I press record, and the timer you see is started here, and the new feature that I built is narration. So I can plop that on as well. You'll see that's also reflected over here, and the idea here is that as you are coding, especially if you're broadcasting this to other people, that you will want to explain it as you go.
I've added a simple Hello World console log statement. This is a standard practice for verifying the setup and basic functionality of the environment.
A little verbose, but pretty good, hey? So the idea here is that, as I was saying, you are broadcasting your coding session, and as you are doing that, you'll want to provide context, you'll want to explain things as you go, so why not have AI do that for you? Let's do something a little more interesting here.
Following the Hello World check, I've now defined a simple sum function. This function takes two numbers as input and returns their sum, which is a fundamental building block for more complex operations.
Yeah, so you'll have heard that it reviews the change quite holistically in the sense that it's trying to understand what has been changed since the last narration. In this case, it referenced the console log and then went on to explain the function. It's still relatively uninteresting because of the code being so simple, so I've prepared something like slightly more interesting. This is just, well, I'll let the narration do it for me.
Now I've added a basic React component structure. I've defined a MyButton component that renders a simple button and a MyApp component that uses the button within a basic page layout. This sets the stage for building out the user interface.
So what happens here if I do sum equal, well, number is equal to sum making mistakes all over the place. So let's see what he has to say about this.
I've integrated the sum function into the MyApp component. Now the result of summing 1 and 2 is displayed on the page.
So, I mean, nothing really to complain about there. I think it does a great job at what the intention is. And the only problem I really have with this is the latency. So the idea is that the app will detect natural breaks in the sense that the person that is programming will naturally take breaks. The idea, especially as if you're in a broadcasting setting, that you'll want to type some stuff and then you'll want to take a break and explain it to your viewers. So the idea here was to wait some time to detect that, and once it's detected, it goes off and does what it needs to do to give you back the narration. And that takes a little while. It sort of varies, but sometimes it feels a little long. So that's something that I would like to work on still. Otherwise, I think it does a very good job. So yeah, that's all we have for today.